These are the 5 cryptocurrencies that I think have got great potential in the month of October. Assuming, of course, that Bitcoin doesn't decide to nuke and screw us all over. It does that sometimes, but if it doesn't, then these are the coins to be watching. My name's Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing, so if that's a topic you would like to learn some more about, make sure you subscribe to the Lark Davis channel, tap on the thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm, and click on that notification bell so that you know when I put out a new video. By the way, every single week my team and I produce Wealth Mastery. This is a cryptocurrency investor report designed to help keep you ahead of the curve. Every single issue, you're going to get a deep dive altcoin report, a step-by-step DeFi tutorial, top-tier technical analysis, trending coins, token sales, airdrops, and much, much more, all for less than $10 a week. Use the link down below in the description where you can learn more about becoming a member today. First coin, Solana. Now, I know Solana had that whole the chain kind of shut down for like half a day thing last month, but the market didn't really care all that much about them. And yeah, I know Solana's down quite a bit from its all-time high, but the rest of the market is kind of bleeding out right now. We've been going through this whole fear trend with the China FUD, and then the China FUD again, and then the SEC FUD, and then the SEC FUD again. It's just the same stuff repeated over and over again in the cryptocurrency market, freaking everybody out. But I think Solana is a powerful blockchain. It's been able to rise up to the top 10 coins. And I think that the ecosystem, as well as the primary asset, still have a lot of juice left in them during this bull run. Now, one thing that's getting me very excited about Solana right now, NFTs. We are seeing a lot of NFTs launching on Solana these days, and we're starting to see a lot of NFT infrastructure coming into play here. Now, Burnt Finance is a new infrastructure play for the NFT markets on Solana. Now, it hasn't launched yet, but it's coming very, very soon. They've been doing some closed testing of it with the public at the moment, but we don't have the wider app available yet, but I think it will be available soon. This is going to be like the open sea of Solana. So this is definitely something to keep an eye out for. But the whole NFT craze that's been happening on Solana is very serious. We've seen people flipping NFTs for insane gains over on Solana, showing that Solana is providing the kind of NFTs that people want to buy and want to use to make money off of. We also see Solana being able to bridge out and get liquidity from all of these other chains. Now, what's very interesting is that Solana's wormhole has extended their token bridge in order to support NFTs, meaning you're going to be able to move NFTs between Ethereum and Solana. Now, that is game-changing because that essentially lets you bring things like CryptoPunks, art blocks, Bored Apes, all that stuff over to the Solana blockchain, where you can now sell them for fractions of a penny, list them for fractions of a penny instead of for $50 or $100 like you have to deal with on Ethereum quite frequently. So that is really, really cool to see this kind of interoperability coming into play for Solana and NFTs. Then, of course, we have the fact that the ecosystem is continuing to attract a lot of attention, and it's understandable why. I mean, I've been doing a lot of farming over on Solana. I've been farming on Mercurial Finance, I've been farming on Port Finance, I've been farming on Sabre Finance via the Sunny Finance aggregator. Orca is also another interesting one that I've been keeping an eye on. If the rates drop too much on one of the other platforms, I'm going to jump over there and farm some Orca tokens as well. But you see the big money investors are starting to get involved here as well. So Orca Finance, it's a decentralized exchange on Solana. They've just had a big $18 million Series A funding round led by Polychain Capital, Three Arrows, and some other big VCs, including Coinbase Ventures. That's absolutely massive, as well as the official Solana account too. So that's incredible. We're seeing a lot of big money coming into the Solana ecosystem, which means don't fade this ecosystem. I think it's got a lot left in it. Next up is Polygon. Polygon, man. Polygon, the main asset, the Matic asset, has been struggling to get that price momentum built back up again. We got up over $2 a few months ago, and ever since then, we've just been stuck above $1, which is nice. but we haven't been able to pick up new momentum, push on to capture a new all-time high yet. But man, there's a lot of stuff going on for Polygon. I am still bullish on Polygon. I still have a huge bag of Polygon sitting around that I'm not selling until the prices go, I think, quite a bit higher. I would love to see us at $5 before I start taking some more profits on my Polygon bag. Now, here's some very big things that are happening right now in the Polygon ecosystem. So this is a big milestone for Polygon. So Polygon had more daily active users than Ethereum for the first time ever. So Matic had 351,000 daily active users compared to Ethereum's 326,000 daily active users. And it makes sense. I understand why. When you go over and use Polygon, you can use basically all the same great stuff that you can use on Ethereum, but for a fraction of the cost, which is, of course, very, very cool. Now, I know we have lots of layer 2 stuff coming out for Ethereum. We have Arbitrum. Arbitrum is getting a lot of attention. It's got a lot of stuff launching on it. But Polygon is still out here. It's the biggest side chain right now by far for Ethereum. So it's part of the layer 2 infrastructure of the Ethereum network. And, of course, they also bought Hermes recently, which is a layer 2 scaling solution, much more like Arbitrum or Optimism is. So instead of being a side chain, it's more of an inherently built kind of layer 2 scaling solution. They bought that. That's now part of the Polygon ecosystem as well. So that's really cool. Very interoperable with the Hermes network coming into play here as well. So it's a nice feather in the cap for Polygon. Polygon also teaming up with Ernst & Young for their Nightfall. So basically we're going to have Polygon Nightfall, which is a privacy-focused roll-up. So again, more scalability. This brings in the big players too by collaborating with Nightfall and Hermes and basically just Polygon in general being that premier sidechain for Ethereum. That makes layer 2 enterprise adoption possible. That's a big deal for Polygon, and Polygon is well situated with Ernst & Young as a partner on this. We also, of course, see NFTs taking off in a pretty big way on Polygon right now. So this is Dolce & Gabbana's NFT collection that came out on a Polygon-based platform. That's getting a lot of attention. These are big bids for NFTs. The collection has $3.2 million so far. Think about that. That's pretty damn crazy because essentially what we're seeing right now, that one of the big, I think, criticisms so far of Polygon has been, well, yeah, I know they have NFTs, but they haven't had any of the really super high value NFTs coming out. Look at Ethereum. It's got all the highest value stuff. It's got all the big whale accounts. Well, here we go. This is proving that wrong. People are going to spend millions of dollars on NFTs based on the Polygon network. That is super, super cool. And finally, of course, we can't forget that Polygon has been nailing down the gaming arena. So they've been looking to put a lot of money into play to earn crypto games, which of course are best suited to a layer 2 environment, much like Polygon is offering. The third coin for today is Elrond. Now, Elrond, in case you are not familiar, is basically Ethereum 2.0, but today, which is super, super awesome. It's got all that great technology, and they're just starting to unleash the juiciest parts of that technology. So there's a lot of reasons why I'm excited about Elrond. We see the user accounts growing. We see the amount of transactions growing, which is, you have to keep in perspective. We don't really have any operational applications yet on Elrond. So 8.4 million transactions without really anything for people to do. Still pretty gosh darn good. 11.9 million Elrond currently staked. Now look, growing accounts, obviously that's a great thing. But what we really need to see now from Elrond, product launches, more and more product launches. Well, we do have the Maiar DeFi wallet, which has launched for Elrond dApps. That means that it's now going to be possible to start connecting with decentralized applications via the Maiar wallet. We also have this, which I think is just an incredibly important integration for Elrond, and that is that KuCoin is going to start listing ESDTs, which are basically Elrond network tokens.
So that gives centralized exchange liquidity for these tokens. I hope we see some other big exchanges announcing that soon as well. Binance will be a good one, for example. It's been a supporter of Elrond for a very long time. So I hope to see them listing the Elrond standard tokens as well. We also have the Myar exchange, which is coming up very soon. So we'll be getting the issuance and details for those of you who were staking your Elrond tokens in the Myar wallet. You're going to get some Myar exchange tokens, which could be a pretty damn valuable airdrop, considering the growing hype building around the Elrond network. I think that when we start getting the applications launching here, and that's going to be very, very soon, then we're going to start seeing the total value locked coming in. Then we're going to start seeing people FOMOing into the eGold asset in order to lock it up in different DeFi applications. That's when we really start to see the price appreciation happening. We're right on the precipice of that moment. The fourth coin today, of course, it has to be Polka Dot, man. Obviously. Now, why am I talking about Polka Dot today? Why should we be watching this in the month of October? Well, one simple freaking reason. Parachains, man. Parachains. So Gavin Wood, he came out recently in an interview. He said the audit's over. The audit was successful for parachains on the main Polka Dot chain. He says officially that parachains are ready to go. They're just waiting for a launch date. Probably my guess would be that once the second round of Kusama parachain auctions finishes, I think that's this week or next week, then we're going to see probably a week or two delay, and then we'll see an official launch date for parachains on the main Polka Dot blockchain. That's just a guess. I'm pulling it straight out of my butt, but I think it's coming really, really soon. And once that gets announced, I think that's going to be a very bullish announcement for Polka Dot, and that we're going to see the Polka Dot asset rally into that first parachain auction. Obviously, if we see the success that Moon River had with any of the coming Polka Dot auctions, that's going to be very bullish for Polka Dot. Probably see a bit of a sell the news event as well after the first parachain auction, but still, until that happens, in the lead up to that, I think it's going to be a very, very bullish time. And I feel like that announcement's coming any day now. We've been waiting for it. We've gone through 2 rounds, or almost finished 2 rounds of parachain auctions on Kusama. We're so close. We're so close. We're going to get an announcement on this sooner than a lot of people probably expect. So definitely keeping an eye out for that. And the final one for today, the old man. Old man Bitcoin. Now, why the heck would I put up Bitcoin here? Well, Bitcoin, of course, is the wild card right now because of this. Bitcoin ETF, it's coming. It's coming. In fact, today, Coinbase posted and then very quickly deleted a post about how they think that a Bitcoin ETF is coming really, really soon. Don't know what's behind that. That may be some insider information. Maybe somebody posted a news release too soon or whatever. But that came out today. We have a lot of speculation going on right now that October is going to be the month for a Bitcoin ETF to launch. Now, if you're new to the market, if you've only been here, a couple months, when Bitcoin starts going, it goes, man. It goes. The launch of a Bitcoin ETF, I think that'll be a majorly bullish catalyst event that could see Bitcoin rallying like 100%, right? That could push us up into new all-time highs, and it can happen a lot quicker than most people think it can happen. You watch Bitcoin enough, you start to get bored, like, Bitcoin's not doing anything. Why isn't Bitcoin going up? What's going on here? Come on, Bitcoin's so boring. That's accumulation, man. And then something like this drops, boom, boom. The price just goes freaking crazy. Now, obviously, as I've mentioned on the channel before, if we get a Bitcoin futures ETF, which is what is rumored to be launched in October, and those are just rumors. The internet's full of rumors, of course, but I think it's about time, to be honest, that we do see a Bitcoin ETF launched. If we see a futures-backed ETF,
I'm not excited about it. It's not a great product. It just gives Wall Street another avenue to manipulate the price of Bitcoin. The CME has stated that they would like to be the standard for the price of Bitcoin. The CME, of course, is a garbage Bitcoin contract. Just like Bitcoin futures backed by the CME's Bitcoin products would be garbage Bitcoin ETFs because it's only paper. There's not a single real Bitcoin involved in any of those transactions. It's all cash settled. It's all derivative garbage. Straight up. That being said, even a futures ETF launch will be a bullish event for Bitcoin. I believe that to be the case. And I think that a futures ETF launch opens the door for a spot Bitcoin ETF, which is what we really want because that actually matters. That actually takes real Bitcoin, locks it up, issues out a paper contract on your brokerage account in order to be able to gobble that up. That's the kind of Bitcoin ETF that we want. There's a chance that that could be the first thing launched. Now, the current head of the SEC has said that's not what he would like to see. He would like to see futures-backed ETFs, which means he's just a sellout for Wall Street, essentially. We're going to use a more forceful word than that, but this is a family-friendly program. But regardless, a futures ETF is bullish, a spot ETF is mega bullish, and I think that a futures ETF is probably the gateway drug for the spot ETF, and that could happen very, very soon. It's a wild card event. We have no indication when it's going to happen. Rumors are flying around, so we'll see, of course, if those rumors prove to be true or not. Anyway, just my 2 Satoshis for the day. What coin do you think is going to be the #1 coin that everybody should be watching for the month of October? Is it one of the coins that I mentioned in my video today, or is it something else? Let us all know down below in the comment section what one coin you think is going to have an explosive October. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.